It's been 3 weeks since I checked into this hotel room. After 4 years living on the road out of my car, I decided to take a little break and to reflect on my next step in life. And the update after 3 weeks is that I definitely see myself getting off the road. I was still a little bit hesitant if I was really ready to give up living full time on the road because of the freedom and the lack of attachments, so to speak. Good to see you, Andre. But I definitely see that at this point in my journey, staying on the road is just inefficient in my next stage of life. Going from waking up in the morning, um, going to Starbucks, going to the gym, going to find a place to work, constantly out in the weather conditions, driving more than I need to, finding places to park, and just dealing with the public, dealing with the public. One thing that I've really enjoyed in these 3 weeks, because I've given up some things, and I have not liked some things I've given up, but one thing I've really enjoyed is a level of solitude in being able to close off the outdoors. I'm not in Starbucks with people around me. I'm not in a gas station with people around me. And while it certainly is exciting, it's certainly a part of the adventure of the road. It certainly, after 4 years, wears on you. Good to see you, Infinity. Love to you, brother. And so, you know, the update is I'm glad I made the decision to take this break. I do feel regret that I didn't get that one condo I was looking at, but that is the past and we must go forward. I mean, I needed time to really see how I'll react to being mainly stationary. And, just running through all the risk analysis and all the pros and cons in my head, I just do not see enough benefit for my goals at this point to stay on the road and to travel. I mean, even talking to my mom tonight and thinking about going up north, to me, that's just until we get deep closer into hurricane season, as far as like August, just doesn't make sense, man, because it's just, I know my personality and I know that I don't like to be around a lot of crowds. I know that the further you get up north, the more congested it is. And I really do not like the land. I watched a video of someone in Hawaii today. Hawaii looks like a shithole, man. I see videos of Maine, Canada. Guys, every place, to me, guys, it's tropical South Florida for the win. And if you don't believe me, you're not watching these videos. I'm watching these videos of these people who are in supposedly nice places. And I'm saying, oh, guys, well, I mean, again, until you get into August and September, I'll give you that. Then the best time is to be up north during the fall for a month or so. But I'm telling you right now, if you've ever been to South Florida, it is better than Hawaii. It's better. I saw a YouTuber in San Diego, and he's passionate. He loves San Diego more than Florida. But I think San Diego looks like a shithole compared to Florida. Shout out to my man, Big Plan Dan. He loves San Diego. I love him. But I'm telling you right now, guys, okay, I've been up and down the East Coast, and I've seen everything else that I haven't seen on YouTube. And what I can tell you, guys, South Florida for the win. So what do I say after 3 weeks in a hotel in South Florida? I'm ready to put down roots. That's the update. And again, if that condo I was looking at was still in the market, I'd snatch it up tomorrow. But it's not. There are some other options, but the only other options I'm looking at now that are available is one RV lot, but that can go up to 150, and that doesn't include an RV I got to get, and a mobile home by the beach. But I really don't know if I want to go mobile home, so that's around 130K. There's a couple other condos, but they're not that exciting. Good to see you, Adam. Love to you. Love to all the members in the live chat. Again, Andre, Infinity, Adam. Yeah, I'm glad I took this break too, Adam. And I know my man Infinity wants to hit the road. I know Andre's in New Jersey. He's doing a lot of side work, guys. If you want to get that work, get it now, because there's money to be made. But make your money where you want to live, man. Because I say to myself, man, once you get to a place you want to live, most of us cannot retire early, and some of us, I guess, some people are retired. Some people whatever. They have their finances situated. I really, everyone has to figure out their own finances. I'm not minding anyone's business. I'm not in their pocket. I don't want people in my pocket. But what I tell you is this: for the average person, look, they're gonna have to figure out a way to get an income. So bottom line is, if you have to work or if you have to live off retirement or a fixed income, live where you want to live. Live where you want to live. Okay, because bottom line is, if you're living where you want to live, where do you want to go? Now, some people want to travel, okay, but those people want to travel because they've been cooped up in their house and they haven't got to explore the different areas they're thinking of exploring or living. And that's good. They should, because there's three parts of life: survival, exploration, and building. But what you're going to find out after 1 or 2 years on the road is that there's not much to see, or you really like the couple areas that you like. How many times I see these people too doing like Route 66 again, like the biggest pancake, guys, I mean, I don't know, man. To me, I don't, I see all this other stuff that I've personally seen or that I haven't seen that I see on YouTube. And I say, for me, uh, it could be a little bit anticlimactic that there's nothing really else magical to see in the world, but it's also a peaceful feeling that, look, well, I made it to the mountaintop. Do I want to go to Dubai? No, guys, Dubai is a city that they just made in the middle of the desert, and a bunch of, rich, wealthy people guys, I don't want to, I'm good. I got where I need to go. So now the plan is that I know that I'm not doing much traveling. So now I'm kind of mentally accepted that. And it's just a matter of, how do I get to the next point? And this is a bridge. Well, this 3-week hotel stay, and I'm scheduled to stay till June. I can extend it from there. Again, I will be traveling up north as we get into August or so we'll see how that plays out. But I'll be back down. I mean, guys, you go up to the fall. Good to see you, Roderick. Good to see you, David. You go up to the north for the fall, and then as soon as November comes or late October, you get the hell out of there, guys. You don't stay there because it's a disaster. Okay, and even I saw some pictures of the Jersey Shore. I talked to some people in Jersey. It's a dump, man. I'm not buying it, man. There's nothing popping. Atlantic City's a disaster. The boardwalks are old and dirty. I mean, how many times can you have funnel cakes and go on the same rides? Nah, I'm done. I'm done. Ocean City, Maryland ain't popping either. It's another New Jersey Shore. VA, you can't even curse, and it was boring when I went when I was 20, man. It was I'm not gonna lie. We met a couple good chicks, but it was boring. Okay, South Carolina is for people who are not ready for South Florida. Good people. I got a great guy I know who owns property in South Carolina, but South Carolina is not tropical. It's for retired teachers. South Florida, and guys, it is for a certain mindset where it's at. It's got better palm trees than Hawaii. It's more moist than San Diego. San Diego is dry, okay? And it's for me, okay? I know people get upset because they say, "Oh, I like this, I like this." Remember, guys, this is just me talking about what I like. And this is me saying, look, after 3 weeks, I say to myself, where am I going? Okay, I'm not going anywhere. So I say to myself, obviously, economically, it doesn't make sense to stay in a hotel long term. Obviously, I have to use it right now as a supplemental bridge. I'm not exactly sure when I'll check out. I mean, I'm definitely here to at least the beginning of June. I'm definitely looking at property. I'm definitely still thinking about renting too. I mean, that may make sense for my situation. I got no pets, no kids, so I don't have to buy. I still have plentiful options. I'm still going to take my time. I'm not going to rush. But the update mentally is that I've accepted, okay, that the height of my nomadic career on the road is over. Now, again, could something change? Could I have an emergency in my life? Like last year, uh, remember last year, I was kind of getting ready to settle roots in Florida, and the pandemic came and it changed everything. So no one knew what was going to happen. Everything was closed. I wanted to go back up north, and that kind of like put a year of nothing. Okay. And so now that is kind of like towards the end, hopefully, God will, and all that, I say to myself, I'm back where I was before the pandemic. Like, what do I want to do? And actually, it was, in one sense, it was good that we had the pandemic last year, because going up north in March and staying all summer made me realize I never want to be in New Jersey in the summer. The Starbucks are crowded. The beaches and stuff can be nice, and there's some good looking chicks, but it's just too crowded. The landmass is too small. The infrastructure, it's just not there. It's not, and I've been everywhere on the East Coast. It's not there. I don't want to go to West Coast, too dry. Don't want to go in the middle of the country. There's nothing. There's no ocean in the middle of the country. So where do you want to go? I don't want to go anywhere. So I'm saying after 3 weeks, guys, again, the height of my nomadic career is over. Unless, God willing, there's a major economic issue or life circumstance that changes that. And there's no way around it. The only thing now that is my focus is that finding a property that either suits my needs or considering after this period of a hotel, then maybe I go into a short-term rental or something like that, you know. But even I really even still thought about the Thousand Trails camping membership with a travel trailer. But I say to myself, do I really want to travel every 2, 3 weeks and go to another town, then come back? Not really, you know, not really. I damn sure don't want to go to Orlando. I don't want to go to West Coast of Florida. So, you know, you get back to the point where I could do that and I can make it work. I could make that work, but it's inefficient. One of the messages I want you to hear tonight is that after a period of time being on the road, it's inefficient. You're wasting all this energy to do basic things that you can kind of conveniently do within a small town area or city, wherever you're going to live, and then just focus on what you need to focus on, whether it's going to the gym, your main job, your side job, or hobbies or whatever. You know, it's like I feel more rested. You know, I still feel I can fully do it on the road without a problem. I could adapt back into that mindset. But again, one of the biggest things I want you to also hear too is that I don't want to deal with the public like I did for 4 years on the road. I need some breaks. I need to, like, even though I spend still the majority of my time outside, like during the middle of the day, I need to be able to come into the room, decompress, you know, and sometimes I'm in here doing some different things on the laptop. And then, you know, also at night, you know, I just need to be able to close off the outside world, um, let my mind fully rest. Is a hotel or condo or a mobile home or RV lot or house perfect? No. They all have negatives. I've talked about them in length, and I'll talk about them as I narrow down the final option if I do buy. But it's like, you know, either is the road. After you reach a certain level with your financial goals and with your location selection, you're going to realize that uh, if you're still on the road and you're living where you want to live, and if you're able to figure out a way to live below your means, why do you stay on the road? The risk reward is not worth it. The only reason you stay on the road is if you have no choice, if you still want to explore and you haven't found the area you like, or whatever, you fill in the other thing. But you know, it's like that's not there anymore. And again, I'm looking at things that I would say are all reasonable for most people. I'm looking at homes at 150,000 or under. So, and I've done videos of them. So I think that's a very reasonable thing that's below most people's means. I think the average house right now in America is like 350,000. So, you know, I feel that I'm positioning myself very responsibly. I'm looking at the data. I'm looking at my emotions. I'm looking at my pros, my cons, my risk reward, and I'm admitting that nothing, no direction I take at this point is perfect. But staying full time in the car for no reason makes no sense at this point. You know, that's the major update. I'm going to take a hydration break because I always try to bang out the core message in 15 minutes. I learned that doing church sermons. Shout out to church. And then we go to all live members only comments. Let me know how you're doing, what you're doing. If you're watching, click the thumbs up. We got 57 people watching. Leave a message if you're a member. If you're a psychopath watching a replay, or if you're a good person, just leave a comment when you watch the replay. Love to you. Keep showing up, guys. Somewhere today, someone didn't show up. And I tell you this, someone took their spot. Why? Hey, man, reliability is more important than talent sometimes, you know, because if you got all the talent in the world, but you don't show up, no one sees it. And if no one sees your talent and no one can utilize your talent's wasted. Someone else takes your spot and they say, hey, remember that person that was very talented? And they say, who? And they say, yeah, no one remembers, guys. Even when you're talented and show up, no one remembers. But at least if you show up, you get paid. Okay, that's the difference. Okay. Andre, again, great to see you. Shout out to New Jersey. You know I'm with you. I appreciate you always being first, Andre. I don't take that for granted. Shout out to my man Infinity, always been supporting and loving. He wants to sell his condo, I believe, and hit the road. And like I've always told him, I think it's the right decision. Why? Because he's going to be in a season of exploration. So if you're getting ready to hit the road, what should you do? You should plan for your exit strategy. You should have enough in savings, and you should have a source of income, whether it's going to be a retirement, you're working remote, you're doing side hustles, etc. And if you have your finances worked out, and if you know your worst case scenario worked out, then you take the adventure. Like I had someone today say, "Yeah, I'm in New Jersey. I want to do what you did." I said, "All right, well, stay in New Jersey for 2 years, live in your car in the winter, continue to work, apply for a job transfer, and then come down here slowly." And they go, "Well, yeah, like they don't want to do all that. They just want to come down here and just like live in a vida loca." And I'm like, "Come on, B. It's like, don't, I mean, are you watching the videos?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm watching the videos." He goes, "Where do you park?" I said, "Yeah, you're watching the videos, B. What do you want to know next? How do I stay cool in the summer?" Yeah, that's what we want to know next. So I left him a link because I said, "Look, you want to watch the video again? Watch the video again. It's not going to change. You're going to blame me for everything because you're not going to survive 2 months." Uh, Adam, what's up, brother? Shout out to Michigan, man. Glad you took the needed break. Me too, Adam. I appreciate your support. I'm glad that you're doing well. You recovered from COVID. You're making videos. You're looking good. Hopefully everything's going good with your ex-girl. Again, I respect your decision to make whatever decision is best for you. Praying for your family. I know your mom's got dementia. I think about that often. I really do because I know that's not easy. You're in my thoughts. Suitcase, that's my brother from Tampa. Sam, just curious. Did you use the shower shoes? Hell no. When you were going to Planet? Nah, man. I don't use the shower shoes, man. Many don't. I don't know how they do it. Jeez. Hey guys, I don't know how people have sex sometimes without condoms, but they do it. So what I tell you guys, people do a lot of crazy stuff, man. So no, but I respect the shower shoe, but I don't use it. But I haven't taken a shower in Planet Fitness in a long time. Why? Not because I've been in a hotel, but because even before I was in a hotel last year, I got a Anytime Fitness membership because even last year I was getting burnt out being in the public, and after the pandemic, Planet Fitness in most areas stopped going 24 by 7. So I bought an additional supplemental gym membership with Anytime Fitness, and I was taking showers there because they have private showers, cost a little bit more than Planet Fitness, but I needed a break at the end of the day. But even that, remember, I'd go from the all-night gas station, then I have to find a gym in the area, then I have to find a place to park. And yeah, sure, by the time I get there 10, 11 o'clock, I'm out like a light. And I don't mind doing it, but it's a lot of driving at night. It's a lot of wear and tear. And again, over time, it wears you out. You can do it. It can be fun. And I still do not resent it. And I still, in one sense, I miss some of it. But it's a lot of it is wasted energy. It's inefficient. So at this point in my journey, love to you, man. Roderick, what's up, Roderick? Good to see you, man. Happy Monday, my brother. Same to you. Sunglass face emoji. You know what it is. 90-degree Fahrenheit in South Florida. Where do I want to be in New Jersey? Where it's going to rain on Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be packed to Jersey Shore, and the boardwalk's going to be a shithole. Hell no. Where do I want to be? South Florida, where pretty much only the locals are left. Good-looking women who married a guy who knew to come to Florida and pay no state income tax and live off his investments. And the chicks are plentiful. The coconut trees are plentiful. And what I can tell you is this, guys. Other than hurricane season in August and September, where are you going? Where do you want to go? Do I want to go to San Francisco? No. Do I want to go to Oregon? No. I got good viewers from there. Guys, I do not want to go where there's no ocean. So that itself limits where I'm going to go. So then I'm only going to go where there's ocean. That's number one. And I don't consider the Gulf of Mexico ocean. I'm sorry. I shout out to Sabrina, everyone living in New Orleans, everyone. So now I'm going to. And I looked at San Diego, guys, and I shout to my man Big Plan Dan. I looked at San Diego. I looked at California. No, guys, I am a tropical guy. Okay. I'm a guy. I need that. Yeah. I know some people hate on it. They're not tropical. They're Katy Perry. So I say to yourself, why would you be mad that I'm not Katy Perry? Well, one is I do have a high level of people that want me to be Katy Perry. They're into some wild stuff. And two is people feel like a threat when I don't like what they like. But what they should feel is happy. Why? One less person that likes what you like. But people can't be happy for you. But hey, you don't want to be miserable for them. So you got two options in life. You could be happy or you could be miserable for someone else. And when I talked to my mom today, I said, Sam, good thing you're not in New Jersey. I had a flashback of last year. You'd be in New Jersey. My mom be fighting with my siblings. It'd be crowded. I'd be resentful. And in my mind, I said, well, at least I'm by my mom, but that's not the reality. And what I could tell you is I'll be there for my mom if she needs me. I will definitely visit her every year. But I'll tell you right now, I am not spending the summer in New Jersey. Why? The Starbucks are crowded. The atmosphere is not popping correctly. And it is not tropical, guys. It's not. I don't care what anyone tells you. I don't care about the plastic palm trees. I don't care about Long Beach. I don't care about Long Branch. I don't care about none of that, guys. It's all people who don't want to leave their family and they stay in New Jersey. They've been hibernating all winter and it's not popping. Okay. I don't care what anyone tells you. They're lying to you. They got to lie to themselves because a funnel cake is their fun. And what I could tell you guys, you can take that funnel cake, okay? And for me, you can keep it. Don't be mad. I gotta be they don't have funnel cake in South Florida, guys. They don't. They have coconut trees. Big difference, guys. So don't get me upset because I'm getting upset. Let's stay positive. I don't know why I'm getting upset. That's all. Roderick. Oh yeah, I read this. Yeah, I met a guy who was 94 and jogging in Virginia Beach. Wow, I can do anything. Yeah, he's the exception, not the rule. What I can tell you is I've never really met too many people still alive at 94. And then number two, I damn sure haven't met many that are jogging at 94. However, are there some exceptions? Of course, yeah. Michael Jordan got cut from the high school basketball team, became the greatest basketball player ever. Would I bet my life savings that a person getting cut from the high school basketball team will become the greatest basketball player of all time? No. So will I bet that you'll live to 94 and be jogging on Virginia Beach? No. You'll probably be dead by the age of 85. And the last 5, 7 years will be low quality. Your children, if you have children, won't want to take care of you. And you're basically gonna live a life where you wish God would take you. And that's the reality that I have personally seen for people I know once they get close to 80, because that's close to life expectancy. And it's a lot of pain. It's a lot of negativity. Even the Bible says is enjoy your youth while you can. Basically, the older years of your life are basically shit. I'm paraphrasing, but this is what it says. You guys can read it for yourself. And even Moses asked God to kill him by the rock. Why? He got tired of dealing with people. He got tired of being in public. So I know people want to act like, we're going to live forever and it's going to be great. And you're going to be in Virginia Beach or South Florida. But I see people in South Florida. And what I could tell you guys is I see people 94. I saw them today at the park. What were they doing? They had a walker, a cane. They had a caretaker. Um, and, they doing the best they can. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get that age. Okay. But they weren't living a vida loca. They weren't cracking coconuts, talking to Latina MILFs and like, dos, tres. Nah, man. It's like, let me just make it to the next bench. This is what happens when you get above the age of 75. You guys don't deal with the seniors. I know. I'll tell you guys. Even when you get in your 60s and 70s, okay, what you look for is where are the benches in the park, okay? Because at any time your knee can give out, or you can feel like, you're wobbling and you need support. Okay. So you need to look out, like you need to scout all the areas to sit. When you're a nomad, you're scouting where can you park, when you're a senior, you're parking, where can I sit? Because you can't stand that long. You can't walk that long. Okay. And so what I can tell you guys, the philosophy when you get to a certain age is you need safety, you need security, you need to mitigate your risk, and falling is a major risk. Okay. And what I can tell you guys, you better get where you want to get while you're young enough to enjoy it. Because if you think you're coming to South Florida, okay, in your late 60s, 70s, you can do it. Okay, but what you gonna do? Are you gonna be in a bikini? Are you gonna be getting with girls in a bikini? Are you even gonna care about state income tax? You're gonna be living on Social Security. It's not gonna be that much difference. 5% difference. So, guys, look, and girls. I know some girls out there. What I can tell you is this, guys. I'm not saying South Florida is for everyone. I'm just saying after 3 weeks in a hotel, I'm saying to myself, where am I going after this hotel? Am I going back full time on the road? Probably not. Um, am I buying a house? I don't know about a house, but I may be buying something. We'll see. All right, let's go back to live comments. My man David, love to you, brother David. You've been very positive, man. I appreciate your growth. I see you out there trying to do the best you can. And I appreciate that about you. I appreciate that you're a fighter, that you're trying to stay positive, that you're trying to focus on yourself and not other people. And hopefully you heard those words because I mean them. And love to you. And what I can tell you, David, if you're still listening, this is what I'm about to do next. I'm about to get up, okay, and go turn the thermostat down to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Why? Because I'm in a hotel room, okay, and for 4 years I've been in a gas station, and there's no thermostat, okay. All there is psychopaths, okay, free ice, okay, for people who want that at the end of the night, okay, and the smell of diesel gas, okay, and cigarettes, because there are people that still smoke cigarettes in an all-night gas station. Why? Because guys, when you're in an all-night gas station, you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna have this cigarette because if I die, I die. That's how you think. You're like, hey, if the Lord gonna take me, I'm lighting this motherfucking cigarette. Yeah, that's what you think. Okay. So what I can tell you guys, look, okay, I've been on the road longer than most people have thought about living on the road. Okay. There's one guy today who wrote me, he goes, how do I get to Florida? I want to live in my car. I said, if you got to ask that question, stay in your parents' house, okay? Because that's totally unfocused, uninformed, no thought, no effort comment. I love you. Maybe you have a disability, but I'll be honest with you, should not be thinking of doing that if those are the questions you're asking. If you're asking at this point, with all the information online, where do I park? What do I do? How do I stay cool? You're better off not coming on the road. And that is not a negative statement. That's an honest statement from someone who's been on the road. Because if you have to ask someone those basic questions, you're going to struggle seriously. Because the truth is, guys, it's not rocket science. What it is a level of determination. You don't even have, but it's just a level of doing what you got to do. And over time, most people will not do it. Um, and I'm not saying they should do it because if you're that poor and you need to get a subsidy, get subsidized housing, get food stamps, get Medicaid. I got family members on it. And if you're doing it for an adventure, then travel, but have your exit strategy. Um, those are the only two reasons you do it. You do it either for an adventure or you do it for destitution. And the only people who stay on the road outside of those people are people who have drug or mental problems because they don't want to get into the system because they don't want to be told what to do. They want to do their drugs or they have this type of paranoia that's unreal. And that's it. That's what I've seen on the road. Or retirees, and they're doing a couple laps around, and that's it. And then they're going to eventually stop at an RV park or whatever, and they're going to not travel anymore. That's the reality. But it doesn't mean that you should skip the step of exploration. It just means this is what it is. Again, I do still think you want balance. You want some travel. You want some variety. I still plan to probably always travel a little bit, during hurricane season. But again, travel by its very nature is inefficient. Again, I saw a YouTuber today who sold his RV and now he's like backpacking. Now the international travel's open and he went to Hawaii. And guys, Hawaii looks like a dump compared to South Florida, man. It looked like a dump, man. And he was like, yeah, look at this beach. It's crowded and that. Man, fucking dump, man. The beach wasn't crowded, but the traffic was bad. The palm trees were not as luscious. I don't like mountains, guys. I don't know why you want to look up and see a mountain. I want to see flat land, man. I want to see bikinis. I don't want to see mountain. I don't get into mountains. But this is just my opinion. All right, let me go adjust this thermostat. Click that thumbs up if you're watching. We got 64 people watching, 29 thumbs up. Shout out to all my members. What I can tell you is this, okay? There's some people, they don't even know or care what I'm talking about. But I am one of the few people who show up consistently. So they say, you know what? I ain't got nothing to do. Okay, I'm in New Jersey. I'm waiting for Memorial Day weekend where it's going to be rainy, cloudy. And then July 4th when it's going to be sunny and hot. Okay, and there's going to be fireworks. My neighbor who drinks too much and smokes cigarettes, he can be setting off fireworks, okay, all night long. My dog's going to be barking. My cat's going to be screaming. And I'm going to realize on July 4th, okay, when people are setting off these fireworks, okay, that this is the height of my summer. The height of my summer is watching my alcoholic neighbor light off loud fire explosions to prove that there is some level of joy. Let me tell you something, guys. Fireworks are basically for psychopaths. It's for the same mindset that wants a loud engine and drive fast down the road. Why do you want to hear some loud? Guys, I want to hear a quiet waterfall with the wind blowing through the real natural palm trees of South Florida. Okay. And other than that, guys, maybe some light, like, reggae music or light Spanish music or light classical music in the background. And I want to just be chilling. I don't want to hear fireworks. I don't want to hear a loud engine. Okay. So what I could tell you is this, guys. I'm back. I still haven't gone to the thermostat. Why? Because, guys, I'm entertaining you with this information. Okay. A lot of people lie to you. They tell you all this stuff about there's so many great places to see in this world. And what I can tell you is it's a big bunch of lies, guys. It's true. And believe me, that's why you're watching my live feed and you're not in all these other parts of the world. Because if it was so great, you'd be making videos, but you're not. And when people make videos, they're doing it just because they got to. Because what I could tell you guys, look at these other videos. Okay, look at my videos I did in Florida. Look at the negative people who thumbs down. If they thumbs down because they don't like what I say, why are they here? They're here because they're nasty people. These are people you meet on the road at welcome centers. Okay, they go, oh look, Nancy, we're at the welcome center. Let's take a picture. Well, one is, guys, there's nothing popping at the welcome center. Two is, do you really want to be on Road 66? Do you really want to be in a tourist area? No. Do you really want to be by fireworks? No. Do you really want to be by someone who would watch you? And then if they don't like you, they thumbs down? No. So let them thumbs down because these people are nasty. Okay? You don't want to be by these people. Okay, so what I can tell you is this, guys. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. Okay? But what I'm trying to tell you, you don't want to be around people, not that many people. But you don't want to be an isolationist in the middle of a gas station. Okay? Preaching this sermon that I'm the only real nomad, no one's like me, no one travels like me. Guys, I know these people. These are bad people, okay? You should see them. They're not good people, okay? And so what I can tell you is, I don't know what I'm talking about. Now I'm still going. Why am I still going? Guys, I'm just chilling. All right, let's do this. Yeah, you want to be Thelma and Louise, huh? Yeah, all right. Just remember, Thelma and Louise drove off a cliff. Never forget it. Yeah, they went on an adventure, all right. They got the adventure package. Well, yeah. They ain't have no money neither. Remember that? They was robbing people. Oh, yeah. Yep. Hey, guys, look, man. Live below your means and live where you want and forget and just don't have healthy relationships. Yeah, thank you, Hal. Remember, Thelma and Louise, remember that they were so desperate for an adventure because they were living in an unhealthy relationship. So you say, I want to live like you. You don't want to live like me. What you want to do is divorce your spouse. Okay, live by yourself for a little bit. Figure out where you want to go. Live below your means. Take care of your responsibilities. Whatever you got to do, job transfer, take care of your kids till they're a certain age. And then you pretty much want to have a balanced life, living below your means where you want to live. You don't want to jump in your car, rob convenience stores so you can live on the road, and then basically realize that you're on this adventure that's going to end over a cliff. And then, you're going with the girl, you're like, hold my hand, and, you drive off this cliff. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is secure a job transfer, sell everything you have, secure a job transfer, take care of your responsibilities, visit an area before you even consider buying property for at least 2 years, stay in a hotel if you need to, okay, pick up a side hustle if you need to. And, look, just make the most of each day, whether you own property or you don't. Did you go to the beach today? I know a lot of people in Florida today. I want to ask my man, Suitcase. Did you go to the beach today? Did you fully submerge? Okay. Did you look at the palm trees? Did you look at the bikinis? Okay. Shout out to my man, Hal. Guys, I spent some summers in Manhattan. Okay. And in July 4th, guys, no one's left in Manhattan. It looks like I Am Legend. Okay. It doesn't matter what year it is. And I remember walking around Manhattan on July 4th weekend. And it was actually peaceful because it was very quiet, more quiet than the Jersey Shore, it's true. And I'm walking around Manhattan and I said, man, it's amazing to see how quiet it was because everyone went to basically Long Island or they go, whatever. They go, they leave the city because there's no business, it's just. And I said to myself, would I want to spend more than one July 4th in Manhattan? And I said, well, there is something, well, at least at that point, there was something magical about Manhattan. But I said to myself, nah. And I remember meeting a guy in Central Park. I'll never forget this. I was walking in Central Park, and this guy, he was with his kid, right? And you could tell he was a little upset, but he's a nice guy. And he was like taking his kid, and he was like, come on. And his kid was like, Daddy, Daddy, I want to go here. I want to go here. I love it here. And his dad was like, No, 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 no. We're not living here. He goes, This is a place you visit. You don't want to live here. And it's true. Look, Manhattan is beautiful. The city is beautiful, especially to at that time, pre-pandemic and stuff. There's an energy and a diversity and a culture there that's unmatched. But it's a place that you visit or you stay for a period of time. But Fat Joe lives in Miami. Why? Guys, you don't stay in New York, okay? I think Jay-Z moved to California. You don't stay in Brooklyn. It's true. Hey, guys, it is. So what I can tell you is it's a great experience, but it's not where you retire. Yeah, Coney Island's a dump. I hate to say it. So what I want to tell you is this, guys. You don't want to stay in Coney Island because of the hot dogs. Okay, why? Because, guys, you don't even want to be eating hot dogs. They're the worst thing for your body ever. I mean, they're like, when I go visit my mom and she's eating hot dogs, I'm, Mom, hot dogs are horrible for you. You want to be eating, okay, tropical smoothies, okay? You don't want to be eating avocado bowls, okay, from the fresh market, okay, where there's Spanish music in the background or whatever you want it to be, okay, and there's a vibe, there's an energy, okay. You look at the person next to you and say, when's the last time you wore construction boots? Guys, I can't even remember the last time and I'm talking about, like, you wear the construction boots even when you're not working construction. That's the mindset of up north, okay. I remember throwing out my construction boots, guys. When you don't even have a pair of Timberlands anymore, I only have a pair of sandals and one pair of sneakers. Why? Because, guys, I'm either in my slip-on sandals, okay, because you don't want to get you don't want to get the flip-flops that has the wedgie between the toe. That'll destroy your whole feet game, okay. And some of your feet game are nasty. You want to have the slip-on sandals extra big, okay. And I got a pair of sneakers for when I'm in my walking mode. You should walk every day. And when you're in South Florida, there's no reason not to walk, okay? So I say to myself, why would I ever want to wear Timberland boots again? David, you selling hot dogs? Well, there's still some people eating them, man, but it's a disaster. Okay? Guys, hot dogs are like the side of a pig's mouth. They're like the intestines of a cow, all mashed up in this blender, and it spits out this sausage-like hot dog. And you put mustard, sauerkraut, all types of shit on it. And big people with serious health problems, I know, eat these hot dogs, okay, from another generation. I don't know anyone, well, I do see a couple hot dog stands, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know anyone living a vida loca that looks forward to a hot dog in South Florida because it was 90 degrees Fahrenheit. I mean, you fucking die out here. You're looking for a smoothie. So if you say, well, I want to be like you, I want to come to South Florida. I said, all right, what do you do for a living? He goes, well, I have a hot dog stand. I said, well, you're not going to make it down here, man. You better turn that hot dog stand into a snow cone machine, man. Okay. And you better get rid of your Timberland boots, okay? Because there's no Timberland boots down here, guys. Okay. It's a whole nother aura, okay? Now, I know you can't tell tonight because I got the hoodie on, I got the thing on. You say, Sam, where are you? Back in New Jersey? No, guys, I'm in a hotel room. It's freezing in here, okay? I just turned the thing. It's like 67 degrees, okay? This is week 3. Okay? So you say to yourself, Sam, are you ever going to read these live comments? What are you talking about now? Let me get to it. I got a little excited. I'm sorry. Yeah, click that thumbs up. 75 people watching. How about fresh squeezed lemonade? Man, what you trying to be broke? Man, hell no, man. How much money you gonna make? There ain't no profit margin in fresh squeezed lemonade, man. What you need to do is DoorDash, man, and work at Planet Fitness at night, man. You'd make $4,000 a month. You'd make $2,000 a month being a check-in clerk at Planet Fitness at night, and you make $2,000 doing DoorDash full-time in South Florida. That's $4,000. If you sold lemonade for every minute of the day all month long, you'd be lucky if you make $500 net profit. You have to have a profit margin in the business you're in to at least for it to be feasible. And you got to think about in today's society, who's going to buy lemonade from someone on the street? Not too many people unless you got a real good brand, you got a real good gimmick, and you're in a real good spot. And you probably got to have a permit for that because you can't just set up shop down anywhere. So the bottom line, guys, is even high-end restaurants. Here's a pro tip, guys, for all my entrepreneurs out there, and this is fact. You can look it up. even for high-end restaurants, restaurants in the food and beverage industry are one of the most high failure businesses in the entire country. The food and beverage industry has the highest failure rate of just about any small business. Even Dave Ramsey was asked the other day, he goes, look, I know a great guy, very successful and wealthy. He asked me to invest in his restaurant. He goes, man, restaurants, man, they can fail like this. Any food and beverage restaurant, food trucks, all that stuff, man. ESP is summer. I don't know about that last. What's going on? Hot dogs? All right, let's talk about this. All right, let's go back to live comments. I got to go in order. I got way off track. I'm sorry, guys. Let me go back in order. I don't even remember what we were talking about. I got to make sure I get this proper. Shout out to everyone being patient. I appreciate you guys. I'm way behind on this. Roderick said, Sam, how is the gig economy in Florida? Great. For Instacart, great. VA Beach is boring. Well, come to South Florida. It's cool. Beautiful women. Yeah, well, come to South Florida. I got a whole playlist called DoorDash. I documented it. I did it, and I think based on what I still see out there and what I feel, and I still have the app, I look at it just about every day just to get the temperature. You know, like I say, if you full-time DoorDash in South Florida, you'll make about $3,000, $3,500 a month. If you full-time DoorDash and if you really hustled it. If you part-time hustle it, between $1,500, $2,500. So again, you can make around $3,000, maybe a little bit more if you really hustled it. So that's the temperature, and yeah, and you want to go to the good areas. You know, look, in my experience, obviously you don't want to go to the poor, bad areas, and the high-end areas tend to not tip as well. You kind of want to be in a vibrant middle class with some upper middle class. That is kind of the sweet spot of the gig economy. You know, in a generalization, I know you shouldn't generalize, but I have to give you some actual data. And my actual experience and the data I've collected shows that if you go to a somewhat populated suburb with a strong middle class and a little upper middle class, that's your best gig. The bad areas, guys, it's going to be a bad drive, bad restaurants. You know, you're not going to want to do it at night, and there's going to be good people, but it's going to be a bad experience. The upper class areas, there's not a lot of people ordering DoorDash, and if they are, they're stingy, and there's a lot of there's a lot of like entitlement or whatever. You want to be in the middle to upper middle range, because that's the people who kind of they're working, they're making money, they're ordering food, and they tend to have empathy on the food delivery person because they're not upper middle class. And they're not lower class where, like, you know, they just don't got it to spare. They're in middle. And so bottom line is, that's kind of like my overall experience in life. How? Good, brother. Sam, what's good? Overall, things are good. How are you? I got some good news today. Well, I like to hear good news about a position in the hospital, great industry. As an operations manager, great industry. In housekeeping, okay. And other positions. I have one of the managers calling me later. Grab that before the extended unemployment run out. Why? Because I don't care what position you take in a hospital or with a company in the medical industry. The medical industry and the information technology industries are the two best industries to be in. So, I mean, obviously there's the trades too, but if you're not into a trade, if you ask me what are the two best industries to be in this time in history, it's the medical industry or the technology industry. So if you can get your foot in the door as a security officer, as a secretary, as a housekeeper, as a janitor, as a maintenance tech, get into the medical industry. Believe me, you are not going to be unemployed. Okay. Same thing with, even technology could be a little bit more volatile, because with technology, there's so much efficiency that they're always looking to streamline. They don't need as many people because there's a lot of stuff that can be done without people. The medical, the medical still needs a lot of hands-on people, man. And as the baby boomers die, guys, they physically have to be there. And when they physically have to be there, they need a physical infrastructure, they need physical people, and there has to be a presence. So you say, well, yeah, I just found some cheap property in Ocala, Florida, in Okeechobee, Florida. Yeah, and you're going to be poor living there. What I tell you is you want to go where there's a good hospital, where there's a somewhat good school system. But if you had to look for one good thing, look, where are the hospitals? Where are the thriving restaurants? Because wherever there's good restaurants, wherever there's decent or built up hospitals, there's money. Okay. Because what do people do with their money? They spend it on good food and they spend it on good health care. Um, what do people do when they have no money? They sit in front of a farmland, okay, with a bunch of political flags and a religious doctrine, and they basically just sit on that property, okay, with their cars that haven't moved in a long time. They damn sure haven't rust away. There's no HOA, but there's no money back, okay? I know a lot of people masturbate. I can never live in an HOA. Well, hey, guys, look. Okay, you can also never be around a thriving area. Because what I can tell you guys, if I'm not saying there's not single family homes in nice areas with no HOAs, but what I'm trying to tell you is, guys, if you're one of, and there are some people out there, if you're a person that needs to live in the middle of nowhere, there's nothing wrong with that. But you got to have made your money where you can just sit in the middle of nowhere because there's nothing going on there. Okay, there's nothing. And, that's a whole nother economic situation. And you're damn sure not going to have a lot of disposable income because you don't have a lot of income. There's not a lot of people. Areas where there's money exchanging, that's economy. And the less hands there are, the less money is exchanging. And the less money flow, the less money bag. And the less money bag, the less options. And the less options, the more Thelma and Louise. What's Thelma and Louise? We want to get out of this unhealthy relationship, but we ain't got the money. So what are we going to do? We're going to rob a convenience store. And then we're going to jump in our convertible that we stole, and we're going to drive off a cliff. Why? Because that's how it ends. Okay. To quote my man Jadakiss, I think, you think you're Scarface, but you didn't see the end of the movie. Okay. Now, you say, well, Scarface came from Miami. Yeah, but guys, that was in the 70s or so, okay, when there was a big migration, okay, and there wasn't economic opportunity. There wasn't Instacart in South Florida, okay. There was a whole nother culture in South Florida at that time. We're in a whole nother dimension, guys, okay. The dimension we're in now is until and if global warming hits, there is no better place to be in the entire United States than South Florida. Look at Hawaii. It's a dump. If you don't believe me, look at a guy's life he did today. You say, well, I want to go to Alaska. ESP loves Alaska. And I love ESP. I respect her. But what I can tell you, guys, do you want to see mooses? Bears? What? Do you want to be by Dairy Queen? I love ESP. She did a video from Dairy Queen. Guys, I've been in South Florida for 3 years. I've never seen a Dairy Queen since I've been in South Florida. I saw one in New Jersey. I ain't gonna lie about that. Okay. This is what I want to tell you tonight. If you live in an area, okay, where you can find a Dairy Queen, you're in the wrong area. Okay. Why? Guys, in 2021, who goes to Dairy Queen? I don't go to Dairy Queen, guys. My mom worked at Dairy Queen. Okay? She made peanut butter buster parfaits with extra fudge and peanuts. In South Florida, guys, you order ice cream, it's not made from cows. There's damn sure no peanut butter buster parfaits. There's a beautiful Dominican, making like coconut ice cream, with, shredded coconut on top. And you say, well, you're an elitist. And I said, well, you're living in the past if you're at Dairy. What, next thing you're going to tell me you want to go to Burger King. Guys, what? God, you got control, man. Who going to Burger King in 2021, man? Next thing you're going to tell me is you want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, okay? And I'm going to tell you, what's the next thing you're going to ask me? How do you stay cold, okay, in your car in the summer? You going to ask me that next? Okay. I'm telling you right now, guys, I've been in this hotel for 3 weeks, but I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. And if one of you psychopaths asks me again, okay, how do you stay cold in the summer and live in your car? I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, I'm trying to be patient as I can. I'm trying to be very patient, but I can only take so much. Okay? You guys saw me blow up the other day. The guy got, I can't take so much. Okay. Now I got temperature control, so I can take a little bit more than I was taking in an all-night gas station. But one lesson that I try to tell you guys, you can only push the limit so much. And then you gotta relax. Okay, so let's relax and let's go back to live comments. Yeah, Fred, they're ending unemployment in. I just read an article before I went live in June, Florida. The extended unemployment. Yep, that's what I read too. Yep. Back live comments. I know I got a lot to get to, guys. Be patient. I appreciate you being patient. Hal, I'm pulling for you, man. Get that job, Hal. Yeah, you're on fire, man. You got the new apartment. You got about to get a new job. My life is really getting better. It sounds like it's getting better to me. I'm not stopping. I like your attitude. Like I said, man, you're a star, man. Unemployment called to make sure I was looking for work. You're on top of it. I passed that call. I like it. They are cutting people off. Yeah, this guy's about to end, man. They have no proof of looking forward. Yeah, I'm not sure about that last part, but Hal, like I said, you're on fire, man. You did the right thing. You secured the apartment. You got your home base. Now you're focusing on your career, and that's what I mean. Like, guys, if you're on the road, you're spending a lot of energy doing basic things. It's inefficient. And when you need to focus on something, you need to be efficient. And right now, Hal needs to focus on his career, and that's why he secures his home base. He's focused on his career, and that's how he gets stuff done. Okay. And like my girl, my beautiful woman Gail, she secured her home base, and now she goes on adventures on the side. Why? Guys, Gail knows like I know last summer, guys, you don't want to be around family. You don't want to be scrambling for a place to hide the summer unless you're in the height of your nomadic career. I'm not in the height of my nomadic career, guys. I'm about to retire from Nomad. Okay. I'm still going to leave the name Inspirational Nomad. Why? Because, guys, it's branded. I'm not going to make a different channel. Some people do that. So what are you doing that for? Now, again, am I going to buy property? If I don't buy property, I'll always be a nomad. Why? Because, guys, I don't care what psychopath, okay, in their closet is trying to define a nomad. The definition of a nomad is someone who doesn't have a permanent dwelling, okay? And so how do you want to do it? You want to live in an RV, car, van, whatever, suitcase. Some people travel by air. But the bottom line, guys, okay, you say to yourself, how can you call yourself a nomad? Well, I say, well, how can you judge other nomads, you trapped in a closet like R. Kelly? What's fair is fair, guys. We all throwing up entertainment, okay? So what I could tell you is this. Click that thumbs up, guys, because I don't understand how you want to talk about some of the stuff I see these people talking about. Okay, let's stay positive. David? I love Anytime Fitness. Me too. I miss their showers. Actually better than a hotel shower. Not a fan of Planet Fitness. Yeah, me neither, but it's still the best bang for your buck, and they have more locations. And I do like the weights a little bit better. I only pay $18 a month on a 2-year membership. I got a good deal. That is a great deal. I paid for the one-time upfront fee for Anytime Fitness because of the 6 weeks challenge. I never heard of that. For Planet Fitness, I play about $22 a month, and once a year I pay $40 membership. For Anytime Fitness, I wasn't sure how long I was going to be on the road, so I just did a one-time upfront cost like $500 and something dollars, and I may not renew it because I wasn't sure at that time at the end of last year how long I was going to be on the road. We'll see how that plays out. Love to you, David. You keep pushing forward, man. You're determined, man. I know you're gonna make it. Hal, going camping this weekend to get away for a little bit. Yeah, everyone and their mother is gonna be camping on Memorial Day weekend, bro. Hal, I love you, and you're on fire. Fire emoji. But what I can tell you is you're gonna be smelling a campfire all night long with a drunk neighbor that's about 10 feet away from you. Because I went to campgrounds last summer and a couple summers before. And what I can tell you, I don't know about where you're at up north, closer to the city. Not many campgrounds, but be very mindful. On Memorial Day weekend up north, it's a complete disaster because everyone's been hibernating, everyone's going out, traffic is horrible, campgrounds are packed, and it's a complete dookie emoji. What should you do? Well, don't have a hot dog, I'll tell you that, because the hot dogs are not good for you, man. He goes, at first I didn't want to go. I don't want to go, just heard you talk about it. I feel like I don't deserve to have a good time. Well, I don't like to hear you say that. Now, I ain't going to agree with that till I get my feet fully on the ground. Well, I like your focus. But I don't want to see you go to a campground anyway. You're going to have more of a stress than positivity. But I do want you to talk well to yourself. Why? Because you're doing things and you're persevering. I believe I'm hoping, and I believe that through your work you will, by the end of July or so, you'll have your job. And you won't be in a live chat. Why? Because, well, I hope you will. I'm just saying that, there'll come a point where you're doing something else. And you say, F Inspirational Nomad, I'm on some other stuff. And you know what I tell you? I love you. Because that's what I want to see. Go out there and kick ass, man. Look, it's very sad. There's been a lot of people I've known on YouTube, and now I don't. And now I hate. Some people really relationships went sour. But that's the best part about YouTube. The best part about live feeds. Look. You're connected with someone for a season. Sometimes it's longer than others. There's been some people that have been a while. But you get what you need to get and you get out. That's the best part about a virtual relationship. In a real life marriage, guys, you're stuck for years and you don't want to be there. In a real relationship, you're stuck for years. The best part about a virtual relationship is If I'm not giving you what you need, you're gone. Okay. Okay. If someone's busting my balls, they're gone. Okay. Why? Because, guys, that's why we come to the internet for our emotional support. You know damn well you can go into your next bedroom and talk to your roommate or talk to your spouse or talk to your kids, and you know damn well you don't want to talk to them. Okay. And so what I can tell you is, do you want to go camping with them on the busiest day of the summer and Memorial Day weekend and eat a hot dog with them? Hell no. Okay. You end up like Thelma and Louise. Okay. So you say inspirational nomad, is this a message of hope? Well, guys, it's giving you some laughter, but I got to give you reality. Because some of you got a hope of coming down to Florida, but you haven't done any research. You haven't, and you even think about Orlando area. And I tell you guys, I love you. If you like the ocean, I don't know how you like Orlando. Okay. Because Orlando's nowhere near the ocean, guys. Nowhere. Okay. And Tampa, my man Suitcase can testify to this. Tampa is not tropical paradise, guys. And you say, well, you just shot down my dreams, man. I just got a 2-year lease for a place in Tampa. I said, well, I didn't shoot down your dreams. You're leasing. You're not buying. You say, well, I just bought a house. I said, well, now it's good. High the market. You can sell. So, guys, look, it does. And bottom line is, don't do what I say. Just listen to what I say, and then you evaluate if it's right or wrong. Remember this, guys and girls. I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? Well, I actually do, but I just said that to throw that out there. But this is my opinion. But all I know is this, guys. For 56 minutes, I've been saying something. Okay? And for 56 minutes, someone's been doing nothing. What's the difference between me and them? Well, I did something. They did nothing. And I took their spot, and they're taking a nap. Okay? That's the bottom line, okay? So what I can tell you is this, guys. Do you really want to go to the person that in your roommate, your neighbor, your spouse, and ask them what's going on? Nope. Do you really want to leave a comment in a live chat? Nah. Well, we're about to read the next one. Let's see what they say. He goes, I will go and I will feel some way. I can't always leave. I have my own car. Yeah, well, that's a mandatory for me. I always, especially once I had my driver's license, I always wanted to have my own car and drive there because I always want to be able to leave when I want to leave. I want to be independent. Good job. My man Suitcase. Sam. Gonna bounce by the first week of July. Piss. Should be clean by then. Probably will head to Cali. Local 6, $75 an hour, $150 on Saturday. I love my options, brother. Single for the win. Yeah, Suitcase. Well, that's why I told you I love your tag name, Suitcase and Gas Money. It is what it is. Look, in the middle of July, towards the end of July, that's when Florida begins a little bit unattractive until October, end of October. No. So if you are going to be a seasonal snowbird, or if you're just going to be a drifter, and if you ain't got no kids, no spouse, and you just doing you, that is a good game plan. Now you say, am I going to do that? I'm not going west. I love my man Big Plan Dan. I love Suitcase. I love all my people that love the West. I love my man Pluto. But I don't like dry. I like moist. I like tropics. Do I like hurricanes? No. Am I going to go to see wildfires or earthquakes? No. So what am I going to do? I'm going to stretch it out in Florida all the way to the end, and then I'm going to head up north. $5 super chat. Damn it, show up on the laptop. My man Hal from BK. I tried out the gym in my building. You got a gym in your building? You're balling. Felt great to walk. Yeah. Convenience like a mug. It felt great to walk down the hall and get busy. Sam, you rock, keep sparking. Well, Hal, you're on fire. Fire emoji. You got a gym emoji. And what I can tell you is, I love a gym being in the same apartment or condo complex or residential community. And I do hope that if I find a home base, yeah, even if I have to pay an extra $4 a month, I would like a gym. There was a gym in the condo I was looking at, and I regret not buying it, but I got to go forward. So shout out to everyone young enough to use a gym. You say, Sam, I watch you. I am 75 years old. Should I be going to a gym? No, guys, weights can really hurt you when you're that old. And I did go to some senior communities, and they have a weight room. But you know what the weight room is? It's a couple treadmills that haven't been used, and it's like a bouncing ball. There's no like major weights. Guys, I'll be 41 soon. I probably have about another 15, 20 years of being able to use a level of heavy weights. When I get into my 60 guys, am I going to be using weights? No. When I get into my 70s, probably have a cane or a walker. When I get into my 80s, guys, somebody will probably be walking me. When I'm into my 90s, guys, I'm going to be in the upper room. Okay. I'm going to be gone, probably, most likely, statistically. You say, I saw a guy 94 today doing a backswim in the Atlantic Ocean. I say, yeah, yeah, okay. I saw Beyonce on TV. You think you're going to marry her? Guys, look, there's always exceptions. But what I want to tell you is this, guys. You'll be lucky, okay, if you live to 85, and you'll be lucky if you get an apartment or a condo in a community that has a nice gym within it, okay? So thank you, Hal, and thank you to everyone watching. And what I want to tell you tonight, we got 79, 80 people watching, 52 thumbs up. Click that thumbs up if you haven't. Thank you, Hal. Back live comments. Frank and Cat, what's up, man? My man Fred's in here. We got some people in here. I saw a dildo emoji somewhere. We're going to get to it. Mary Todd's in here. Guys, we're on fire. Wandering Off's in here. Hey, Aline. Haha. Oh, Minnesota is not popping. No, guys. Nah. Minnesota. Shout out to my viewer, Vicky. Guys, I hope you're still in here, Aline. Guys, Minnesota is never popping. The only time Minnesota even had a shot, I don't care if they got the biggest malls are not popping. I don't care what they got. The only time they had a little bit was when they had Kevin Garnett, Stephon Marbury, and they had Warren Moon. Okay, they were doing a little good at some good sport. But then, remember, the roof fell in on the Vikings. It was a disaster. If anyone is listening, okay, and you're in Minnesota and you're not making plans on moving out, all I can tell you is you're living that Thelma and Louise life, okay? And you're damn sure not in a drop top, okay? You're not in a drop. You got like a Volkswagen, okay? It's an old station wagon, okay? And I don't know. I don't even know what to tell you. I don't know how to counsel someone from Minnesota. I know I had a great viewer. She moved, Vicky. She moved from Minnesota to California. She was going to come to Florida, but she's got a disabled son, and she found out there's better subsidy programs for her son in California than Florida, and I respect that. So, if you say, Sam, I don't want to come to Florida, well, so yeah, then your next best shot is California. Shout out to my man, Big Plan Dan. But if you're not going to go to San Diego, well, one is if you're not going to come to South Florida for the win. If you're not going to come to South Florida, then you go to San Diego. If you're not going to go to San Diego, guys, where are you going to go? And you say, well, I want to go to Hawaii. I saw a guy do a live feed from Hawaii today. It was a dump. And then you're trapped on an island. You're like trapped in a closet like R. Kelly. Where are you going to go after that? And you got to fly out of Hawaii? You say, well, I want to go to Alaska. Guys, ESP has got to travel like around Canada to get back into America. You say, well, they got Dairy Queens in Alaska. What? What I want to tell you tonight, I don't know if you're into aliens. I don't know if you're in a cold. I don't know what you're into. And shout out to Frank Cat ESP. I love these people. What I want to tell you tonight, guys, is that I have to be somewhere where there's ice in your cup. I remember doing a video in the middle of the winter, traveling back up north on the border of, I think, North Carolina and Virginia. And I had a water jug, and when I went to sleep, it was water, and when I woke up, it was ice. I did a video about it. Look it up. And I woke up, the water that was in my car was frozen. I said to myself, Sam, do you like Four Seasons? And I said, hell no. And if you don't like Four Seasons, where do you go? Well, you got two choices, Florida or California. And I like it hot, juicy, and moist. So I got one choice. And I'll tell you this, I don't like anywhere where there's not ocean. I don't like North Florida, I hate to say it, some nice areas. And I don't like the Gulf of Mexico, I hate to say it, nice areas. I like Southeast Florida. So I said to myself on week 3 living in a hotel, where am I going? Okay, where am I going? And then I said to myself, I've accepted that the peak of my nomadic career is probably over. Now, not the peak of my YouTube channel. Shout out to troll I had 3 months ago. I remember this guy too. Yeah, shout out to him. 3 months ago when I was at about 14,000 subscribers, he goes, man, has your channel peaked? I said, bro, one is I blocked him. And then I said, you haven't seen nothing yet. Now, can my channel tank tomorrow? Of course it can. I'm never entitled to anything. But what I can tell you is this. I'm never going to take advice from someone, okay, who is trying to tear me down. Why? Because, guys, look. When someone tries to tear you down, it only shows you one thing. They're below you, and I don't think anyone's below me. I don't look down on anyone, but I damn sure don't look up to anyone. I just do me. Okay? And what I could tell you guys, if you're not in agreement with that, I don't judge you, don't judge me. Like Chris Brown said, it can get ugly. Like Frankencat said, I don't necessarily like some computer emoji or something and then hydration emoji. Shout out to Frankencat, shout out to all my gay viewers. What I want to tell you tonight, guys, okay? If you like aliens, if you like clean-shaven men, okay, if you like Southeast Florida, something on this channel may appeal to you. Now, do I like aliens? Guys, I don't even know if they exist. Do I like clean-shaven men? Guys, I don't like men, but I respect equal rights. I like hairy cooch. You say to yourself, is this kid friendly? No, all my videos are marked for adults only, okay? So if you're not an adult and if you got 20 accounts, I don't know why you're in here. There's nothing I can do to control that. Guys, I cannot make everything right in the world. All I can do is show up every night, okay? Try to progressively move forward, share my journey. Hopefully you get some information, entertainment, inspiration, or at least a laugh. And I think that's more value than your spouse is giving you, more value than your roommate is giving you. You know that's right, okay? More value than even your children are giving you, because you know your children are busting your balls. So you say to yourself, inspirational moment. This is why I come to your live chats. I said, well, this is why I show up. Okay. And now, guys, we take what they call, this is my man Star Pack. He's the one, I can't even take credit for this. When I was doing live feeds as an apprentice YouTuber, okay, doing everything for free and not getting monetized, not for a couple of years, there was this guy, Star Pack, from Chicago. And when I was doing my live feeds, and they sucked, but they were, you know, doing the best I can. He said, Sam, take a hydration break. I never heard this. He said, Sam, take a hydration break. I said, what's that? He said, yeah. I used to say, I'm just going to drink some water. He said, no, take a hydration break. This Star Pack said this. Where's Star Pack now? I got no idea. Maybe the aliens got him. Maybe he got upset when I had memberships. There's some people that happen. But what I could tell you is this, guys. You're in the best relationship of your life when you can watch for free, when you can join if you want, cancel if you want. There's no better. What relationship can you get into where you could just sit back and watch, you can engage or you can disengage? There's nothing in this world, guys. And you know it's true, okay? You know. And even me, I was negotiating with the condo. I said, man, what am I doing? $100,000 condo? How many 100,000 condos are by the beach, nice area? I got a little excited. Don't get excited. Calm down. Okay? All right, let's take it, Trace. Click that thumbs up. Suitcase. Oh yeah, I read this right. Yep, I read that. Mary Toss, hey all. Hey Mary Toss, how are you? Suitcase, exactly. Not into the loud stuff anymore, guys. I want it quiet. I want it peaceful, and I don't have a problem living in a 55 and older community. Why? Guys, what do I have in common with? I'm a middle-aged man, guys. Yeah. Some people are trying to relive their youth, guys. I accept. I'm a middle-aged man. I accept that probably the height of my nomadic life is over. And there's nothing wrong with that to me. Why? Life moves on. I'm not someone who gets stuck in a certain mindset. 1 minute I'm in a church, next minute, well, 1 minute I'm in a strip club, next minute I'm in a church, next minute I'm in my car, next minute I'm in a hotel. No, who's those? Guys, I'll change. I don't care. I don't have a problem. See, some people can't change. And what I damn sure ain't going to take, don't let people lead your life. Okay, you got to lead your own life, guys. And all right, let's get positive. Hal, yeah, hydration break. Thank you, man. Suitcase at Hal. Have fun, bro. Yeah, if you go camping, man, bring your own car. That way you can leave when you want. Hal, you're right at Suitcase. Yep. Hal, Coney Island is about to get real. Coney Island's a disaster. I love you, Hal. Yeah, wow, man. Frank Cat. Howdy, Sam. What's up, Frank Cat? Good to see you. Love and peace to you, brother. Love to you. Appreciate you. Suitcase, Sam. Didn't get it submerged today. That happens once in a while. I'm going to do a great video about that tomorrow. But I sleep by the water. Can't beat that, can you? You say, yeah, I want to go to Kentucky. I get some great people from Kentucky. I want to go to Kentucky. It's cheap land. Like, yeah. Where's the water? So I'm going to go to Montana. Cool weather in the summer. Well, brutal winter, number one. Number two is, where's the ocean? A lot of high real estate, too, in Montana. You say, I want to go to Canada. I said, well, other than free healthcare, I don't know. I shout out to my man, Tony. He's a Canadian. What do you want to go up there for? Guys, I've been to Vermont, Maine. That's right on the borderline of Canada. Don't forget, New Jersey is closer to Canada than Florida is to New Jersey. I'm basically a Canadian without the free healthcare. Okay. Okay. There's a psychopath on YouTube. He wants everything free. He wants no channel memberships. He gets Medicaid, that's free healthcare for poor people in America, and he gets mad for anyone who charges anything. Guys, what I can tell you is this. Okay. I have to pay for my own healthcare, but I'm in South Florida. Do I hope that we get universal healthcare? Yeah, as long as it's done right. But I'll tell you this: if you say, I can get free healthcare, but go live in Canada, I say, I love my Canadian friends, but I'm not going to Canada, guys. I'm not even going back to New Jersey unless there's a hurricane. So what I want to tell you tonight, guys, if you're listening, you're getting some good entertainment. Why? I don't know what else. You watching a guy in Hawaii driving around a moped with nothing to do? No. Come on. Come on, man. David, my man, I sell hot dogs. That's a dying industry, man. You gotta get out of that industry. You gotta pivot, man. You gotta pivot. I love you, man. Hal, Sam. Yeah, as an Italian sausage, I had the old sausage. But that shit rocks. Nah, man, I'm not eating sausage no more, guys. I'm eating tofu, if necessary, fake meat, Beyond Meat. Shout out to all my extremist vegans. I'm not an extremist vegan. But, guys, the days of hot dogs, sausages, guys, that's yesterday, okay? You might as well tell me, like, yeah, you going to Burger King, Dairy Queen. Guys, you might as well tell, I don't know, you might as well tell me, like, you want to retire, in, I can think of a bad place. Name any place other than Florida. Orlando. Orlando's in Florida, too. Guys, when I see my mom, I see hot dogs, we go dairy, whatever. We're in another dimension in history where if you're still eating hot dogs, guys, you're in the wrong areas. These are backwards areas. These are unevolved areas. You might as well be on Mars without Elon Musk. Guys, when Elon Musk take you to Mars, what you gonna do? There's no infrastructure, right? What are you gonna do when you need a hospital? You're gonna come back to Earth, okay? Okay? Who's gonna build that hospital? The aliens, okay? Because last time I heard, Elon Musk going to charge you to go to Mars. Then you're going to go to Mars. There ain't going to be no tofu. Ain't going to be no hot dogs, no hospital. What you going to do? You're going to be looking at a bunch of red rock, okay, and you don't even know the atmosphere. It's going to be very volatile. And you're going to look at Elon Musk, and Elon Musk ain't going to look at you. Why? Because he like a Trump, he's going to tell you, like, yeah, let's go do this. And then, like, you look back, you're not there no more. Yeah, that's the type of guy he is. And what I can tell you is this, guys. You might as well be at Mars if you're eating hot dogs, because it's a whole nother world, and there's nothing on that world, okay? And don't fall for the hot dog and the Mars spaceship travel, because I don't care what Elon tells you, Mars is never going to be popping, guys. It's a hellhole up there. The atmosphere is too volatile, man. He's lying. I hate to say it. Okay, he got some of you fooled. Okay. I know you like the Tesla, but the Tesla's overpriced, guys. Get you a Prius or get you a Chevy Spark, you'd still be better. You say, well, it's killing the atmosphere. Well, guys, one is, even if all gasoline engines today, it'd take 25 years for them to all cycle off the earth. And beyond that, you have other problems. But eating meat, because you have to feed animals so much agriculture, meat is more harmful to the atmosphere because of the gases of these cows with their dookie and all that shit than running a diesel pickup. So, you got to go, basically, you got to get rid of most of the slaughterhouses. You got to get rid of all the gasoline engines. You got to get rid of all the pollution. Now, how you going to have power? How you going to have heat? Is everyone going to live off solar? What are you going to do if there's no sun? Where is there sun? There's no sun in Minnesota in the winter. What are you going to do? You're going to come to South Florida. What I want to tell you tonight, you're the type of person to buy a hot dog and a solar panel, and then you realize you can't park in the shade. And then you realize it's the winter, I'm not getting solar. You got to come to South Florida. And then everyone comes to South Florida. But by the time that happens, guys, there's so much damage done to the atmosphere, we're all going to die. So you say to yourself, if we're all going to die, where should I die? Well, I would come to South Florida. Why would you want to die in Minnesota, Guys, are you listening to this? Shout to Coney Island, man. Where are we at, man? Uh, 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 oh yeah, yeah. Suitcase says the devil meat. Hashtag devil meat. David, how about nah, man, Dave, man? Dave, you hustling backwards, man. A lemonade stand, man. David, I love you, man. You can't. Nah. David, man, I love you, man. We're not doing lemonade stands, man. I love you. I told you guys last night, man. Who was my man? Earless Cleanings from Dallas. If you guys really need money, go to the Dollar Tree, get $20. Go to the Dollar Tree, pick up a bunch of cleaning products, and go clean a house for. You can clean a house for $7,500. You undercut the professional cleaners. You clean 2 houses a day. That's 200. Even after materials, you're probably looking at $150 net. You know how many glasses of lemonade you got to sell to make $150? I remember going to bid out electrical work in Elizabeth, New Jersey, in some taco spot. Shout out to all my Mexicans. And the Mexican dude I was talking to, this was like a mom and pop, dump in the middle of a bad area in Elizabeth, New Jersey. And we were negotiating. I gave this guy a very low price for a lot of electrical work. And he didn't want to take it. And I went with my man. I hired my man to come with me. And when we left the place, I was surprised that the guy didn't want it because I knew I gave him a good deal. And I said to my friend, I said, man, I'm surprised he didn't take that. I said, that's a good deal. He goes, Sam, you saw that place? You know how many tacos that guy's got to sell to make a couple $100? And I didn't even think of that. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I couldn't have done it any cheaper. But I remember when my friend told me that. He goes, Sam, do you know how many tacos he's got to sell to make $500? Do you know how many glasses of lemonade you have to sell to make $500 net profit? You'd be better off cleaning houses. I'm serious, guys. You can make a lot of money doing that. So, for those who are listening, guys, basic jobs that anyone can do is clean a house. You can do the gig economy. You got to hustle it. But things like food and beverage, hot dog stands, lemonade stands, or anything in the restaurant industry, guys, that's a low margin, high risk industry. That's not a good industry to invest in. If you had disposable cash and you had a lot of passion for the culinary arts, I understand the hustle. But even people like Dave Ramsey that have a high net worth, they still don't invest in things like that because it's such a high risk and low reward. Again, it's like me right now saying, you know what? Let me go to Slab City. Okay, guys, Slab City, yeah, I can camp for free forever. But the risk reward for me to go to Slab City would be, for me, anyone, I don't think anyone should go there. Why? Because you can get a subsidy and live in a better area than Slab City, but I'm trying to give you guys some jewels. Drop a gem emoji like Mobb Deep, rest in peace, Prodigy. So I don't know if anyone's listening or if you're just watching because you want to get with me or because your spouse is totally boring or your children hate you and you need someone to talk to. What I can tell you is this, guys. Yep, 2 people just left the room because they realized I was talking about them. They'll come back because they'll realize their kids don't want to talk to them. Guys, this is the reality of life. Yeah, they come back. Here they're back. You got 2 options in life, guys. You can watch a guy in Hawaii driving around nowhere doing nothing. You can go try to talk to your kids even though you just fought with them. Or you can listen to me tell you, okay, that a hot dog stand, lemonade stand, not a good business model. Okay. Clean houses, DoorDash, get into the medical industry or IT industry or a trade. If you're listening to what I say, click a thumbs up. If you're just walking around and I'm in the background on your Roku TV, don't worry about it. I know you can't click thumbs up. Let's go back live members. Hal, week 3, yeah, I got the volume of it's only 9:41 p.m., so I'm conscious of the 11 o'clock, but by 10 o'clock, I'm really bringing it down. I love you, brother. ESP. The big thing in summer here is, what is that? Love to, one is love to ESP. I love you all my heart. Is that reindeer sausage? You guys kill reindeer? Aren't they Santa's little helpers, man? Damn, man. The hot dog stands here. They kill hot dog stands here in the summer. Sell those in the downtown. That's a damn shame. Reindeer hot dog emoji when the tourists are here. Some of those vendors only working. Well, ESP, if I didn't know you, I wouldn't know nothing about Alaska other than Sarah Palin. So I got nothing but the utmost respect for you. I really do. But I cannot agree with killing reindeer for sausage. Nah, I mean I don't even like sausage. Period. I love you, ESP. The summer, guys. When I think of the summer, I think of Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff. Summer, summer, summertime. Let's just sit back and unwind. And when I think of that song, I damn sure don't think about eating reindeer sausage in Alaska. Guys, I think about being on the basketball court with a fresh pair of shoes while all the girls watch. Now, as a 40-year-old man, am I going to be playing basketball again? No, guys. I see myself on a beach with a straw hat, with my sandals up, slip sandals, okay, counting money, looking at a bank account. I damn sure do not see myself especially as a tourist or resident, saying, you know what I need to do when Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff are playing Summertime on July 4th? I need to go to Alaska and get me a reindeer hot dog. Okay. And then I'm going to wash it down with a peanut butter buster parfait from Dairy Queen. I tell you right now, guys, if that ever happens to me, someone's got to take me out, man, because I can't live. I mean, guys, I'm struggling down here in the most best place in the world, trying to stay positive, okay? I couldn't even imagine the negativity that would be oozing out of my body, okay? If I woke up, it would be tough. It would be tough. But I respect it. Adam, great messages so far. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Sam. All the people in here, we appreciate you too, Adam. We love you. I got to check out. I love you, man. Catch you guys tomorrow. Adam, we love you. We appreciate you. Shout out to you, man. Frankencat, that's my guy. Taco Tuesday at Dairy Queen tomorrow. What a disaster. Go there almost every Tuesday. I love you, Frankencat. Frankencat, Burger King sucks. Well, we're in agreement on that one. Burger King emoji to you. Hal. Hey, Sam. Do I need window covers to live in my car? Yeah, that's the next one I get. What type of window? What I get is, where'd you get those window covers? That's what I get. Well, let me see. Walmart? Any place, guys. Come on, man. But I don't want to be negative. But Hal, you know what it is. I mean, you have to ask yourself. This is what I want you to ask yourself. If someone asks you, where'd you get those window covers? How do you stay cool in the summer? Especially at this point. I mean, I can understand maybe 10 years ago when like the nomadic life was, but at this point where everything, you can pretty much search it. I don't know. Maybe there's some people that it was never on their radar, but I think you guys know what I mean. In context, Suitcase, Sam, how do you think? Please, guys, I'm trying to hold it together. Suitcase, Sam. Yeah, I read that. I love you, man. Charles, what's up, Charles? I got my new Florida license, endless summer plate. It's worth the extra $25 or $30. Yeah, when you come to Florida, congratulations. It's a huge accomplishment to get your license and then your license plate when you come to Florida. The next question they ask me is, how do you get your license, guys? Okay, there's a whole thing about that. But for those who have secured their license plate, you say, should you spend the extra $25 or $30 a year to get the specialized plate called Endless Summer? My answer is yes. Why? There's a reason you came to Florida. It's because you believe in the surfboard and the sunset emoji. And while it is true that the orange juice emoji, the orange itself, is a little inspiring, it's not the Endless Summer license plate. And what I can tell you is this, guys. You're not paying state income tax, so you can afford an extra $25 a year. Get the Endless Summer license plate. Why? Because, guys, you're in another dimension. Okay, there's no reindeer hot dogs down here, guys. Okay, all there is hot weather, hot chicks. Okay, and if that doesn't inspire you to spend $25 to represent where you're from, I don't think you have experienced the vitamin D that is close to the equator. You say, yeah, well, that's why you're going to burn first if there's global warming. I say, hey, guys, look. Would you rather burn first and live a passionate life, or burn last and live in Minnesota your entire life? Okay. I take South Florida for the win. Is it worth it to squeeze an extra 5 years out of your life just because you're in the Northern Hemisphere? I don't think so, guys. I hate to tell you. Let's stay positive. Congratulations to you, Charles. hand pump emoji. I wish I can scream emoji, but it's getting late and I want to respect my neighbors. Suitcase at Frankencat. Nah, greasy soup. I did a video, guys, from ShopRite in New Jersey. I showed you greasy soup. And what I can tell you, my mom worked at ShopRite too. I helped her bag groceries at a certain point in my life. I'm speaking from experience, guys. Some people are speaking from theory. And what I can tell you is I know there's some people that still wake up to that reality. And waking up to that reality makes you mad at me. I understand that. I'll take the heat. Look, in the winter, you want greasy soup. Why? Guys, you need something to warm you up when you live in New Jersey. When you live in Florida, guys, you're still drinking smoothies. It's hot in the winter, guys. Okay, Florida is the warmest place in the entire United States in the winter. Hawaii's not warmer. California's not warmer. Florida, look it up in the winter. Charles. However, I made an appointment at the DMV and waited there for 2 hours today. Yeah, I actually had to go renew my registration, and I went to one of the tax collector's office. Because in Florida, there is no DMV. They call them the tax collector office. And because of COVID, they actually, even though everything's open, it's weird, they still have by appointment only in most of them. So I said to myself, wow, I could probably just do this online to register. Now, I know you probably couldn't do it online because this is your first time getting all this stuff in Florida. So, but yeah, that's tough. You know, when I came, it was really in and out. When I came a couple of years ago and got all that done. And now I try to do it all online. Hopefully this time next year, that's all gone and, you know, COVID's gone or whatever. So even though they're showing more and more information that possibly COVID came from a lab in China. That's what they're saying. I don't know. We'll see. Fred, how do you feel since getting vaccinated? I feel back to 100%. Are you still wearing your mask? Sometimes, not all the time. I am glad I got vaccinated. I think it probably did come from a lab, but I don't know. And all I know is I can go forward. What made me get the vaccine? It wasn't peer pressure. It wasn't the news media. It was the fact that I know someone in my age group that had got COVID and got very sick, and one of the people in the household had to go to the hospital. I also knew someone who lives in Florida who got COVID last year, had the antibodies, and got sick with COVID again this winter. So being that I factually knew people that were still getting it, wherever it originated from, I still felt like, you know what? It's out there. Let me get it. Now, I understand the counter argument. Yeah, you get it. Maybe you get sick. Maybe you get really sick, but you'll survive. Yeah, but you'll survive, but you'll get really sick, and you can still get it again. So the risk reward is the same thing with the vaccine. So far, based on data we know, still very low negativity to the vaccine. Now, long term could be different. So after the first shot, I regretted it because I got a little sick for about 4 days. The second shot was like nothing, thank God. And how do I feel now? It's been 2 weeks since I got my second shot, so I'm technically considered fully vaccinated. I feel 100%. I don't feel any side effects. I'm glad I got it. Again, everyone is different. There's some people with a weakened immune system. Some of their doctors may not recommend they get it. So I respect everyone's right to decide for themselves. I think we're at a point in the United States of America where about 50% of society is vaccinated. I think to get a herd immunity, you got to get closer to 70. Probably by the end of the summer, we'll be close to there. I heard today probably around 60 to 65%. So look, I mean, statistically, every other country, just about every other developed country is still struggling, and Canada has still got major lockdowns. So obviously, you know, the vaccine factually has made a positive difference so far. And throughout history, whether it's the measles or smallpox, vaccines were the factual reason how society got over those issues. So again, I always say that there's not an exact science to life, and everyone, you know, has their own thing, but that's kind of, hopefully that gives you some feedback. Good question. Thank you, Fred, for all your support. Frank Cat. Greasy soup suitcase? Yeah, that was a term that I coined when I lived in New Jersey, and I experienced. And look, again, when it gets cold, you need something to warm you up. But in Florida, pretty much never does it get cold. At least in South Florida, never gets cold. We're in the tropics, guys. You know, some people say, I want to live in the tropics. Well, guys, come to South Florida. Why would you leave the country? I'm not. Fred, Next week is June already. Yeah, I know, brother. It's gonna get extra hot here. Half of 20. Yeah, that. Well, this is a good point. Yeah, good point, Fred. Half of 2021 is over. Yeah, time does fly. That's an excellent point, Fred. Man, I love you, brother. David, Sam, when was the last time you had cheesesteak? Good question. I would say over 5 years ago. Even though I've been eating, even though now at this point in my health journey, I probably eat more than 2,000 calories per day, probably closer to 3,500. Um, I don't eat anything unhealthy. Like I don't eat fried chicken. I don't eat a greasy soup. I just overeat on healthy stuff. Now I'm not saying that's the best, but I lift a little bit of weights, and I'm in a place where just like my nomadic life, I got very extreme with my weight, and now I'm just balanced, and I'm happy if I live the rest of my life at my current weight with my current health because I feel great. Um, so, but I eat all healthy stuff, for the most part. I mean, there's little treats, but I don't eat anything really fried. I don't really eat too much meat or dairy at all. Um, so I don't eat ice cream. I don't eat like, even the gum and the candy I eat, a lot of it has very little sugar. So I really don't eat bad stuff. And I used to eat everything bad there was, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I got out of that too when I was in my 30s. Because once you get into your 40s, guys, you get older. So at this point, like I say, I mean, the bottom line is I'm glad I got my health. Well, one is I'm glad that I indulged and I got to eat everything I wanted in my 20s, my late 20s when I kind of let myself go. I'm glad that I got my health together in my early 30s because I don't have that energy. I went very intense, and those who know me know I did. And now I'm glad that I balanced out because I think at this point in my life, I'm pretty much, like I said, good at this weight for my height, for my build, and keep a rhythm of the gym. I'll keep a rhythm of just mainly eating healthy and walking daily. And if I die at this weight, I think I'd be in good shape. So good question. Uh, oh shit! Did I miss something? What the? Uh, oh no, I didn't miss that. Uh, I read that. I read that. Frank and Cat. Yeah, I read that. Oh yeah, I thought I missed it. No, but we spoke about this. How? Thank you again, brother, for that $5 super chat. We spoke about this. He's got a gym in his new apartment that he's renting, and now he's on his next phase to get his job and to enjoy his life. And like I said, Hal, you got too much talent. You're too young. Get that money bag. And look, this about 6, 8 months from now, you're gonna have a few months at the job. You're gonna have your own place. You're gonna be at a whole nother level of inspiration, man. And like I say, you take the advice of keep showing up with your talent and with you see you have a good ability. And what's your number one ability? Like you got good people skills, man. So your ability to deal with people, all you got to do is show up, man. Because I know people that are very talented, but they struggle to deal with people. Even me sometimes. You guys know I don't like, but but I do, but obviously like online, I'm a little bit more, I show you, but if you keep showing up, man, you deal with people how you can go very high. And in my opinion, you can get above average pay, and it doesn't make you above average. I don't care if you live in poverty. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. And I don't care if you're rich. It doesn't mean you're a good person, or vice versa. But what I tell you guys is, if you're in your 20s to 50s, maximize your ability to earn an income. Because once you get into your 60s and 70s, guys, you're downshifting to stop. But if you wasted the 30-year period between your 20s and your 50s, if you wasted that, if you were lackadaisical, if you didn't put effort, if you didn't maximize your earnings, you're going to be in your 60s. There's nothing you can really do about it. And you can work supplemental jobs, and you should, and you do all those things, but you're not going to really turn the needle, unless you get a major windfall. So I'm not saying you should work a job you hate, even though I did that for a season of my life. I'm saying, look, pay your dues as early as you can, get some certifications. Over time, use that plus your experience, leverage, figure out where you want to work, pick up side hustles, and then look, if you live below your means and you do those things, you'll be in good shape. Will there be people hating on you all along the way? Of course. But guys, look, when you're taking care of yourself, you still don't like the haters, but you got to remember, guys, when someone's putting that much energy and hating on you, they're not improving themselves. Okay. And so even though I get pissed, I said, look, I know what it is. They're putting too much energy into my business. They don't put enough in their own. And what I could tell you is, guys, I'm not hating on anyone. So, sometimes I get pissed at people. And sometimes I'm human. Like, I'll throw like this person. But for the most of my life, most of my day, I'm not really thinking about what someone else needs to do for them. I'm thinking about what do I need to do for me. I try to avoid hurting other people, getting in their way, and I try to get it done. Why? Guys, I'm trying to just get through life as peacefully and as prosperous as possible, to just make it as comfortable as possible. And I'm willing to sacrifice. I've proven that. So while you have the energy, while you have the ability, while you have the youth, don't waste it. Don't work your life away, but don't think that you can get out of that work and then get to this place of utopia. Because what you're going to find is there is no place of utopia without a level of independence. And you don't have independence without the money back. And you can live in poverty, and there's nothing wrong with it, but if you can do better, do better. And if you can't do better, get a subsidy and take care of yourself well. There's no shame. It's not about shaming people, but it's about not lying to people, not playing down to people. And do whatever you want, guys. We're just talking. Ultimately, everyone wakes up with themselves and lives with themselves. I'm not in anyone's business, guys. I'm not waking up, calling people up, and banging on their door. I'm just doing what I need to do for me. And I'm encouraging you to do that for you. And I think the context of my videos kind of reflect that. There's some entertainment. There's some opinion pieces. But for the most part, the channel, okay, is about figuring out what you got to do for you and do it and have some fun as best you can and share when you're depressed and when it's bad, because that's part of it, and fight through it and the grace of God. And dildo emoji. Why? Because I think you always want to throw a dildo emoji in there just to keep you humble. Okay. And what I can tell you is this, guys. We got 66 people watching. Why? Because someone is out there and they need to know that you're not alone. There's a dildo emoji with your name on it. Okay. Now that dildo emoji, though, you have to hold it with your own hands. Okay. And you have to shape it to what you want it to be. Okay. And you have to figure out your life. Okay. Because inspirational nomad, your overpaid therapist, okay, or the person that you like more than they like you, they're not going to really be there when you really need them. And even if they are, it still comes down to you. I remember being in a hospital bed. And, I had my mom and a sibling there, and I was appreciative for it. But what I really thought in my mind was, I got to do what I got to do for me. And no one can really, people support you, and I'm grateful. But no one can really change your life other than you. You know what the doctor tells most people? Unless you have an emergency that requires surgery, pretty much they release you. And they tell you to rest, eat well, exercise, maybe take a supplemental medicine and follow up with your primary doctor. Really the only reason that you skip the head of the line in the emergency room is if you can't breathe, you're having severe chest pains, and that's it. Again, unless a bone is sticking out the side of your arm and blood is shooting out of your head, for the most part, guys, you're sent home with a sedative and a set of instructions. And those instructions are take better care of yourself. And if you can't, the sedative gets stronger, you get more apathetic, weaker, and it's a negative algorithm of deterioration. Self-care is the ultimate calling on your life. And I'm telling you right now, if you ask me, where do I park, and you're not taking care of yourself, it don't matter if I tell you about a magical place where you can park all day, all night, and no one bothers you. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, free parking is the last of your concern. If you ask me, how do I stay cool in my car in the summer, and you're not taking care of yourself, the last thing I need to do is tell you to throw a tarp over your car, run 5 fans, get a generator, get a smoker, put them in the back of your van. What you need is to stay away from the alcohol, because that's what's going to kill you, not the diesel generator smoke. Okay. And what I could tell you is, you got to figure this out for yourself. And you got to do you. You say, screw you. I want to drink. I want to go out to eat. And I want to run my diesel generator. I said, well, I'm not mad at you. I'm not hating on you guys. I'm not making videos about you. I'm sharing my view on life. My view is just my view, because I still get sad. I still get depressed, but I still self-care. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying everyone should live like me. This ain't a gossip channel. Sometimes, people come out there, we talk about, but guys, look, fact, 3,000 videos, over 90% of them, it's not about gossip, okay? I know you want gossip. I know you like to go on other chats and say, this person was talking about me. What do you think about this video? And what I can tell you is this, guys, look, I understand you want a daycare sitter, but you know damn well I'm not a daycare sitter. Okay? And I lost some people because of that, and I said, goodbye. Because what I learned in life is, if you have to be a daycare sitter, you're going to be a daycare sitter your entire life. And there's good money in that business, but I'm not in that business, guys. I'm in the business, guys, of straight talk, boundaries, and I'm doing what I need to do for me. Okay. And if you don't like it, I want the best for you, but I don't want you in my life. Why? I don't want to fight with you. Guys, I don't want to debate you. I'm not a politician. Okay. And I don't want to meet up with you. Why? Because, guys, I'm not a social person. I like to be alone 99% of the time. I don't want to do free giveaways. Why? You want me to give you some free shit from a Dollar Tree that you could have bought? Just save your money and go by yourself? Yeah. Truth is, if you need a free giveaway, you're not managing your money. It's true. Because, guys, I've seen a lot of free giveaways, and it ain't worth 2 cents. What you going to get? I used to laugh at Oprah when she give away free cars. Now, a free car maybe, but you still got to pay the insurance, and then really what you want is the cash. Okay, you don't want a free car, you want cash. And am I going to give away cash? Hell no. I'm trying to make side cash, not give away cash. And you say, screw you. I say, hey guys, look, I don't know what you want from me. I'm not the Federal Reserve. Okay. You say, are you going to get back to live comments? Well, I'm going to do that right now. Let's take out this break. Hal says $4 extra a month for the gym. Hal. Straight Rocky Gym. I like that. Yeah, straight weights and mirrors, no extra frills. I like that. No free pizza. I know a guy. He gets on his high horse that everything should be free. You know what he does? He looks at Planet Fitnesses within a 60-mile radius. This is when they were giving away free pizza before the pandemic. And he would go to every Planet Fitness within an hour-and-a-half drive, and he would take as much free pizza as possible. After he hoarded this pizza, unjustly in my opinion, he would go live and say, I bash anyone who has memberships, after he has all this free pizza in his car. Then what does he do next? He goes to gas stations, he takes free ice. Then what does he do next? He calls his family members up to wire money. Then what does he do next? He gets government health care. What does he do next? He says no one should charge. They're not your friend. And what I could tell you, B, I know that you're upset because Planet Fitness don't give away pizza anymore, but you're also a hypocrite. I hate to say it. I love you, but you played yourself, okay? And you hurt yourself, and you're hurting everyone who listens to you, because they think that they're in this algorithm where they think you're spitting fire facts. And what I can tell you is, man, you're headed for fire, because you're the biggest fraud out there, man. You know, I'm going to stay positive tonight, okay? And so let's stay positive. Sam, as I speak, law enforcement is shutting down the camp spot. What spot you at, man? Oh, you not in the camp spot. I know what spot you at, man. By the Skyway Bridge. Yeah, that's not a campsite, bro. Yeah, that sounds like the all-night gas station, man. Was a spectacular camping spot. Yeah, well, that wasn't exactly a camping spot. But people fucked up. Well, yeah, that sounds like yeah, it sounds like yeah, bonfires. Yeah, Dookie emoji. Yep, they'd probably see some Planet Fitness on the floor too. Planet Fitness pizza cheese. People mess up everything. Yeah, they messed up the free pizza at Planet Fitness. Yeah, I know how the game goes. I know. That's why I'm in a hotel, not an all night gas station. The risk reward ain't worth it. ESP at Fred is cutting off the pandemic unemployment benefits early. Oh yeah, Alaska's doing the same thing. Thank you for sharing ESP. I love you, ESP. Charles, we next, Claude. We go into the upper room. Yeah, Life movie. You know that quote. Good job, Charles. Yeah, that's from the one of the best movies I've seen. The movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. Good job, Frank Cat. Well, to be fair, Sam, there would always be more ice near Alaska than Florida. Laughing. Oh, those were Ice Cube emojis. I got it now. Love to you, Frank Cat. Frank Cat's laughing. Good laughter's good for soul. Oh yeah, it's Ice Cube Woods. Thank you, Ice Cube. I was wrong. Sorry about that. Roberto, what's up, man? Shout out to Roberto. Shout out to South Florida. Shout out to all my nomads in South Florida. Charles says hot dogs is the devil's meat. Yep, I agree with this. Question mark though. Has Sam ever had the devil's alley? No, but I've been in Hell's Kitchen, and what I could tell you is I don't know where the devil's alley is or what's devil dogs. I never heard of that. What's that? Suitcase. They're putting the squeeze on nomads in Tampa area. Yeah, people abuse it. Guys, nomad life's over. I hate to tell you. I know you say, oh, the nomad land is out there. RV sales are up. Guys, nomad life is done, man. Hate to tell you. Hate to tell you. It's peaked out. I made videos about it over the course of the past 12 months. You say, screw you. I'm about to be a nomad. I'm not mad at you. That's the attitude you got to have. I'm about to do me. Uh, he goes, they're putting a squeeze. Well, Tampa's a dump, too. I mean, I told you, Tampa's not good. As type of free camp spot shutdown. Well, you guys are under a bridge, man. Come on. Sent to the rest stop. Guys, I could tell you this from personal experience in South Florida, in Florida, period. The rest areas, they have security guards, number one, in just about all the rest areas in South Florida, and they're monitored, especially the ones on the turnpike, by state troopers. The letter of the law for rest areas in Florida is no more than 3 hours. And they let it slide for one night, 2 nights, but they document the license plates. And if you stay at the same rest areas night in, night out, they won't cause a big problem. But you will get the security guard. He will come to you and say, look, you can't be here consecutively. So you gotta be careful. He goes, sent to a rest stop, but can only see, it can only stay 3 hours. That's how they get down. Brandon said, yes, the west coast of Florida. Here I come. Yeah, middle finger emoji. I understand. Skyway. I'm out. Drive safe, man. See, this is why I'm in a hotel after 3 weeks. You get tired of moving around in the middle of the night. Now, would I still do it? Yeah. May I still do it? It's possible, but I think the height of my nomadic career is over. Um, why? Because, again, certain goals that I wanted are accomplished. I'm in another season of life. Again, if I have to, you do whatever you have to do. But if I don't have to, the risk reward is not there anymore. Charles, I hope Elon or Branson can get us from New York to Hong Kong in an hour. Well, I think that's actually more achievable and would be a better deployment of resources. If I was the president, I would get Elon and other smart people to figure out a way to reinvent our transportation infrastructure. Maybe a separate highway for self-driving cars, etc. Certain more charging stations, definitely all that. Because those are things that are tangible, achievable. And I'm not saying, Mars and space exploration and other things shouldn't still be going after, but it's like I think Elon's wasting a lot of energy and time with some of the SpaceX stuff. I'm glad he took it over. It creates jobs here in Florida, Cape Canaveral. Shout out to that. Shout out to the Space Coast. But um, I think the need, look, after the Great Depression in America in the 1930s, we got out of that through infrastructure. And we're not in a depression anymore. Actually, the pandemic caused inflation. People made more money than less for an average person. But we're still in need of a reinvented society. because society is going to continue to be run more efficient through technology. Um, and once the energy industry, it'll never go away because you're still going to need energy like fossil fuels at a certain level, no matter what. But you're going to have a shift. You're already having it, and we're going to have to reinvent some of our infrastructure around transportation, and that's should be happening now, because that takes about 20 to 30 years to fully build up. All the state parks, all the bridges, all the roads, those were mainly built, the core of them were mainly built, between the 40s to the late 70s. Of course, there was other ones built and they were remodeled, but the core infrastructure of America was mainly built from the 40s to the 80s, that 40-year period, that generation. And we have infrastructure that's now about 40 years old, 50 years old. And it's time for that shift, and that's where you have to deploy the smart people, the subsidies, and that will create jobs. That'll create a new America. Charles, I read that. ESP. Yeah, people here eat everything. I will say this, ESP. I spoke to someone today, and I asked them, I said, where would you like to retire? And they did not say Florida. You know where they said? Alaska. So there are people that love Alaska. And I thought about you. She goes, it's a hunting mentality. I can understand. It's a different culture. People eat moose, ooh, reindeer, damn, Rudolph, bear, you name it. I'm a vegetarian. Shout out to you. So I'm a bit odd here. I love you, ESP. I think very highly of you. It takes a lot too to be odd in a place like that, man. Suitcase. Gotta find a place to sleep. I've been there, brother. Peace to you, man. There's always a hotel, but I know when I was in a certain mode, I don't want to know nothing about a hotel. Suitcase at Frank and Cat. Yes, you've been watching. Uh, Frank Cat at Suitcase. Apparently, I missed that discussion. Oh yeah. Oh guys, I read all live comments. After 2 hours, I finally got to them all. I apologize. Well, I hope I gave you some value tonight. I know that a lot of people that have a family, they stopped watching me about a half hour ago. Why? Because once it gets past 9:30, guys, you ain't gonna be watching no guy living in a hotel, unless you're on the West Coast time. And shout out to all my West Coast viewers. If you're on the Minnesota time zone, guys, I feel sorry for you. Not because it's bad, just you're living in Minnesota, not good. If you're in Alaska, I love you, ESP. I think that's the only person in Alaska that watches me. If you're Frankencat and you're waiting for me to shave so you can take a screenshot of me, it's coming, Frankencat. If you're a Suitcase trying to find a place to park tonight, I want you to tell all these future nomads how do you stay cool in the summer. If you're Hal and you're in your new apartment, I'm proud of you. If you're Charles, congratulations on your new license plate. That's a big accomplishment. I'll never forget that day. If you're David, pivot to house cleaning in the gig economy, medical industry, or technology industry. If you're Fred, know that I love you. I'll never forget all the things you did for me. If you're Adam, I know you left a long time ago, but I always think about you, praying for your situation. If you're my man Infinity, you already know what it is, man. This guy's been with me a long time. Appreciate you. Mary Taz, positive, encouraging person, thank you. Wandering Off, aka Aline. She knows about Minnesota. My newest member, I saw your name today. Alona. Maybe you're from Hawaii. I'm from Alaska too. You're from Alaska too? I'm also watching you from Alaska. This is amazing. ESP, are you still in here? Did you tell Alana about my channel? Alania, if I'm saying your name right, how did you find me? I can't believe I'm getting viewers in Alaska. This is amazing. I can't believe this. Thank you, Alana. I was very interested how you found my channel. I can't believe they even broadcast me in Alaska. I can't believe they have internet up there. Roderick, I love you. And Andre, who's always first. Alana, I'm from Russia. Well, I had a lot of Russian chicks that like me. Yeah, because some people think I'm Spanish. Some people think I'm Russian. I had a couple Ukrainian chicks. They wanted to get with me. And there's a heavy Russian population, Ukrainian down here in Florida. Shout out to all my Russians. Um, ESP. And we know that Russia's right next to Alaska. Why? Because I remember that's what Sarah Palin told us. You know, that she can look over there and see Alaska. I remember that. Yeah, ESP says, hello, Alona. Shout out to everyone getting that petroleum dividend. So you say, why would I want to live in Alaska? Well, when your federal unemployment benefits run out, you want to know you at least getting that petroleum dividend, all right? A lot of people level that. Alana, I want to ask you this. Do you want to retire in Alaska? I know ESP wants to have a home base in Alaska, but she still wants to travel. Here she goes. I'm working in a fishing plant, money bag emoji. I know a guy used to make money out there. Love Florida. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, there's a certain segment of people that I know, well, from the old Soviet Union or Russia or Ukraine, that they like it hot, and they're from that colder climate. And there's a certain demographic down here. They're similar to me. Now, again, I'm not Russian, I'm Italian. But I have that same mindset that to me, New Jersey in the winter might as well have been Russia. Okay. And I said, I got to get out of here, man. Yeah. Shout out to you, Alenia. Great to have you. I hope I'm saying your name right. All right, guys, we found out a lot tonight. Okay. We found out that we got two people that watch me, and they're both from Alaska. And the best part is they're in a non-committal relationship. So, to me, I don't want to feel trapped. I want to be able to have freedom. And yeah, Alana says, no way. It's my last season in Alaska. Money bag emoji to you. I don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm going to look this name up. I'm from Kamchatka. Let me look this up before I end this live feed. I want to see where Kamchatka is. I'm from Cam. Look at Tony. Tony might be from Russia. He's from Canada. Sammy, you better put your... Damn it, you never know who's watching. Look at Tony watching at the end, man. Yeah. Tony, you better put your one hat to put on. It's gonna be freezing with it's cold, man. You're right, man. Damn it. You're right. Frankie Cat, I love you, man. Wait, let me look up Kamchatka. I gotta be quiet now. It's past 10 o'clock. Oh yeah, Kamchatka. It's a peninsula. It's a peninsula? It's surrounded by ocean? I'm looking it up now. Oh, there's a lot of mountains there. At least in the picture I see. I want to see the map of Kamchatka. Let me see. It's a peninsula? I thought a peninsula is surrounded by ocean. Alaska. No, not Alaska. Russia. Shit. Russia. Map. I want to look at the map where that's at. You get the Google red dot. I'm waiting for it to come up. Oh, man, that's like in the middle of nowhere. A lot of like green stuff, no ocean. Yeah, Russia, big ass continent or whatever they call it. Oh yeah, it's almost low. It is a peninsula. It's almost like Florida. It's surrounded by the Sea of Okhotsk and the Bering Sea. I never even heard of that sea. I thought there was just the Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, that's all the way up by the North Pole. Oh yeah, you're on the other side of Alaska. Damn. Well, I guess that would be considered the Pacific Ocean, I guess, but they don't call it the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, that's way far away from the tropics. That's an interesting journey. Yeah, if you come to Florida, you'll be in like a complete different part of the globe, and you'll like it. That's interesting. Yeah, Tony. Alana says, I'm a full-time nomad. This is how I found your channel. Oh, okay. Shout out to you. That's awesome. Yeah, the Bering Sea. That's what Google shows me. Yeah, that's true. Good night, ESP. We love you. All right, guys. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, that's awesome, man. Two people from Alaska, man. All right, now. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.